What is up? What is going on? Dave at SVA Card Collectors. And my little baby's gone. My little 3-year-old is starting pre-K. And I just handed her off to some stranger to teach her about God knows what. Who knows what they're doing? Pimping? I don't know. I don't know what the kids learn these days. So, what is up? Got my Le'Veon Bell rookie auto patch to 25. It was a National Treasures Colossal. I was super pumped to get it. I opened it up, ready to roll, and disaster struck. Disaster. Looking through it, and guys, when you get cards, you need to make sure that you're going through everything with a fine-tooth comb. Make sure, look at the corners. Make sure that card is exactly the card that you bought. And also in the condition that you bought it in as well. That card, I saw a lot of people going for $200, $300, $500, but there really were no sales for it. So I got it for $80 with shipping and damn taxes. Jerks, eBay with their taxes. It came out to like $90. So I look, and on the bottom right, the corner, it's like the front piece was peeled off. Now I know the guy didn't do it because this it comes encased from National, or that's what it looked like. They had the little sticker on it, but he never said anything in the description, and there's no way to tell from the pictures that he took. I actually saw a couple of black dots, and I really went through it. And on the right-hand side, looking back at it now, knowing that it's there, I looked, and I can faintly see something, but it looked like something very similar to one of the other corners, which there was nothing wrong with. So now, there was something in me going, maybe I should keep it, because look, this is a great deal. There's always issues with these because it's a thicker card. There's always, it's not quite 100% perfect, and people tend to buy them anyway. I'm not getting this card graded, but I always say you buy the card and not the grade, and in this instance, the grade would be the resaleability and the fact that it's it's a 25 and it's an auto. It's a really nice card, but it would have bothered me. And also, when I would go to flip this card, what do you think you're going to be thinking of? I know I would. All I'd be thinking of is, am I going to get a return? Is this guy not going to like that corner? You're not going to get as much, because I would tell people about it. I would take pictures of the corner and put it in the description. To make certain that the person knows about that flaw. And it sucked. It really did, because I really wanted that card. I'm already eyeing another card, and I didn't find too many sales. There's actually not many sales at all. It's not as nice of a card. It's still National Treasures. It's still to 25. And I'm just hemming and hawing about it because it's not as nice as the other one. It's vertical, actually. It's not horizontal. It's not, So I don't know if I'm going to go for it. It's a little bit less. It was like $10 less I got the guy down to, and I'm just thinking about it now. I tend to harp when I don't get things. I tend to go, oh, well, now I'm going to get another one. And it's similar to it. And the only thing is, nobody has bought it. I forgot that I had Terapeak on eBay because I got that store, which I am not using to my advantage at all. And I looked it up there and was able to find it, and it sold like last year for $135. So if he does play well again, maybe I do, double my money. So I may go for it just because one sold did get that high. So that's what I'm tinkering with, dealing with. One card in, one card out. So the other cards are just way too expensive for me to gamble right now. Because Bell, who knows with Bell? I think he's going to be fine. A lot of reports from Jets training camp is he looks as good as he's always has been. His cuts are great. Everything's good. It's just getting the feel for the game now, getting hit, things like that. So, moving onward. Now, I spoke to you yesterday about using common sense. And a lot of the videos that you'll see, they have a lot of stuff that's backed by data, but most of it is driven by just common sense, just thinking about things. So, I did a quick down and dirty analysis of, just thinking of teams that are doing poorly with guys who I think should be priced higher than what they are. Now, some of these guys I have spoke about before, so you might go, thanks, Dave, great. But some people who are new to the podcast have not heard of these guys. Now, what I spoke about yesterday was looking for teams that are not doing as well and looking at players who are great. For example, not a person who I would pick, but a team that's doing bad, the Angels. You have Mike Trout, who's one of the greatest, players to play. That's a guy that if he was undervalued, which he's not, that's the type of person that we're looking for. So, another player that is on the team that I would like to pick, that I would pick up his cards because they're cheap, is Ohtani. He's batting .280. He really hasn't been hitting a ton of home runs, but he's hitting well. He's not doing poorly. And as soon as he starts pitching next year, he's back to being that dual threat that everybody went so crazy about. I have a lot of his cards, and they're not selling because people aren't interested in them. So, and I'm priced pretty cheap from where they were last year. So I decided not to sell. I'm going to stop selling and just hold on to these cards and wait. And maybe I even try to pick up a couple of these cards as well. Mostly graded. I don't think I'm going to, I don't want to buy raw cards and get them graded, which you can get an even better ROI because you have the time right now. I may be talking myself into doing that because you might be able to buy a bunch of raw cards for real cheap on Ohtani. You have plenty of time for next year to get them graded. And then unleash the beast. Try to sell them as quickly as you can. Try to make bank. So there's one guy. Nolan Arenado. That guy is amazing. He's with the Colorado Rockies. And sometimes it seems like every other year they come up and chase for the playoffs and get in and make some noise. And his autograph for his first Bowman is doing well. It's pretty high. But his first Bowman Chrome is selling for $50, $60 a PSA 10. So those, condition-wise, are a little bit difficult. I would try to buy a couple of those. I think those are good deals. I will always tell you Trevor Story with the Rockies is also a great pickup. You can pick up his first autos for $20 to $30 to $40, right around that range. Some you can even find graded for that price range. This guy is a 25-30 home run shortstop. He's been doing it for 3 years now. If he continues on that path, he will do all right, and your cards will be, they'll be reflected. If he continues, just say he does this for 10 to 15 years, guy may be a Hall of Famer just from the accumulation of all these home runs. Is he now? No, nowhere close. But I'm just saying he's playing really well. So, another guy, Manny Machado. Padres, I have a feeling in the next 2 or 3 years are going to be doing pretty good. So, his cards are down right now. This guy has said plenty of times, Manny Machado is definitely a person to get his first Bowman, especially PSA 10. Autographs may be a little more expensive, but they're still $220, $250, which if you're spending that much anyway on other players, I can't see why not spending it on him. He's an excellent player. He's doing pretty well now. So just take a look for him. Here's my sleeper, Robinson Cano. right now he is no bueno. He's out of it. But the only caveat is this stupid PED issue. So he may not get into a Hall of Famer. He's a Hall of Fame. To me, he's a Hall of Famer. At second base, he's one of the top hitters. Batting average-wise, had a lot of power. Clutch hitter. Excellent player for the Yankees. I think he should be in. But his cards, they're from back in the day, and they do go for okay amount of money. I didn't find too many of them. But they're definitely down from what they used to be. I can tell you that right now. So, Robinson Cano. Another guy, George Springer. He was hurt, George Springer. He just got hurt again. He has an injury bug. I don't know why or how, but he does. So what I would be doing is picking him up. Crap. I gotta turn around here. Picking his cards up, and they're going to be real cheap right now, especially his rookie card. You can get them real cheap PSA 10s. And he's still young enough where he can do some damage, so I think that's pretty good. Last but not least, Tigers, Miguel Cabrera. His cards are probably priced they're not crazy expensive, but once he gets into the Hall of Fame, these prices are going to be jacked up even more. People are really forgetting about him. Miguel Cabrera, one of the best hitters in the game for a long time. So those are my picks. Tell me what you think. Maybe there's other guys that you think are just as good that I'm missing. Download the app, Flick Chat app, Facebook group. I'm on Twitter. I'm even on that stupid TikTok. We'll see how that works. Also, the SVA Trading Day is going to be this Thursday at 9 o'clock. Got to be part of the group or in Flick Chat so you can join. Head over there. Also, tomorrow, I believe tomorrow, or is it today? I think it's today, is Zion Day. So you guys have fun trying to chase that nonsense, because that's a little bit crazy. The one card that's to 5 that's autographed is at $100,000, which is crazy because that's not going to happen or get paid. Guys from Hong Kong, so who knows. But guys, I got to get going. I'm here at my job. You know what to do. Buy some cards and go broke. Later.